Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today I am going to do a question related to issuance of shares by the limited companies. I have discussed the format or journal entries or how to record the issuance of shares by the limited companies in my previous lecture. Currently I am going to do a question related to the issuance of shares. This is the question from the past papers, A-levels past papers, May, June 18, paper 3, paper 3, variant 3 and question number 2. In this question, the following information are given. Ordinary shares value at 1st January 2017, the balances are available. Ordinary shares value 2 million and the par value of the share $2 each. Share premium 300,000, evaluation reserves, general reserves and retained earnings, opening retained earnings are given in these balances. During the year ended 30th December 2017, on 1st June, an interim dividend 0.2 per ordinary shares was paid. Means the dividend during the year paid will be calculated by using 0.2 per share value. So we have to calculate the number of shares before recording these transactions, and I am going to explain how you can calculate the number of shares. You have the value of shares, total ordinary share value is the 2 million and one share price is the $2. If we divide the total amount by the price, then we will get the number of shares. Means 2 million divided by $2, then the answer will be equal to 1 million and 1 million are the number of shares. तो अगर आपने वैल्यू दी हो, आपको प्राइस दी हो और आपने नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स कैलकुलेट करने हो, तो आप टोटल अमाउंट को प्राइस से डिवाइड कर दें या टोटल वैल्यू को प्राइस से डिवाइड कर दें तो आपके पास नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स आ जाएंगे. 1st June, interim dividend 0.20 per share was paid. On 1st October, an issue of 500,000 ordinary shares was made at 2.40 per share to raise money to purchase an additional factory. This is the public issue because these shares are not specified for existing shareholders. So this is called public issue. On 1st November, there was a rights issue of 2 shares for every 5 currently held at 2.25. Means these are the rights issue. Means the shares are issued to existing shareholders, or you can say the shares are going to sell. Company is going to sell its shares to existing shareholders 2.25. And here you can also compare the market value. Market value was 2.40 per share, but the rights issue price is 2.25. Market value is 2.40 and rights issue value is $2.25. So I have explained in my previous lecture, rights issue are the issue of shares to existing shareholders at discounted price. So you can check this, 2.40 and discounted price is 2.25. तो ये डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस पे शेयर्स इशू किए जा रहे हैं एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स को इन द फॉर्म ऑफ राइट्स इशू. And bonus issue, on 1st December, there was a bonus issue of 4 shares for every 10 held on that date. The reserves were maintained in their most flexible form. Means you will use the reserves in my provided sequence in previous lecture of bonus issue. I am going to repeat this sequence here. Share first you will use the capital reserves, means share premium, and then use revaluation reserves, and then general reserves, and then retained earnings. Yani number 1 share premium, then revaluation reserves, number 3 general reserves, and number 4 retained earnings. On 31st December 2007, the finance directors informed the other directors that profit from operations means operating profit from operations 520,000, finance charges 64,000, and tax 93,000. The end of year tax liability 93,000 means profit from operations means this is the profit before charging the finance cost and subtracting the tax liability, and we need to calculate the profit for the year. So we will subtract finance cost and tax liability from the profit from operations, and then we will calculate the profit for the year. There had been a transfer to general reserve 47,000 and the final dividend 0.1 per ordinary shares have been proposed. This is the proposed dividend, and I have explained in my previous lectures only ordinary shares related dividend which is paid will be recorded in the financial statements. Proposed dividend will not be recorded in or will not be accounted for in financial statements as per law. कि जो proposed dividend होगा वो आपका कहीं रिकॉर्ड नहीं होगा, जो पेड डिविडेंड है वही रिकॉर्ड होगा. ऑर्डिनरी शेयर्स का पेड डिविडेंड जो है वही सिर्फ रिकॉर्ड होता है, प्रपोज डिविडेंड रिकॉर्ड नहीं होता. तो दिस इंफॉर्मेशन विल नॉट बी रिकॉर्डेड इन दिस सॉल्यूशन. आप इसको इररेलेवेंट इंफॉर्मेशन कह सकते हैं. Before recording or preparing the statement of changes in equity, because the requirement of the question is to prepare the statement of changes in equity only, I am going to record journal entries of these transactions for explanation purpose. मैंने आपको journal entries भी explain करनी है. That's why I am using this question to record the journal entries. First, I am going to record the journal entries and then I will prepare the statement of changes in equity. In question requirement, your question is required only statement of changes in equity, but I am going to record the journal entries first. So, the first transaction or first adjustment which is given in the question, on 1st June an interim dividend 0.2 per ordinary share was paid. So, for this purpose, to record the journal entry of the dividend payment, I have to calculate the number of shares first, and I have explained in the question how we can calculate the number of shares. There are the value of shares or amount of share capital is given 2 million, 2,000, and the par value of a share means one share price is the $2. So I am going to divide the total value divided by par value or one share value to calculate the number of shares, and which are 1 million. Number of shares are 1 million, and now I am going to calculate the dividend and record the dividend value. Interim dividend 0.2 per share, so I am going to multiply the 1 million into 0.2, which is equal to 200,000. This is the interim dividend paid. So interim dividend will be debited because it is paid by the limited company. So interim dividend will be debited like an expense, outflow of benefit, and then bank will be credited because it is paid. So I am going to credit the bank account 200,000. Bank will be credited by the 200,000 amount because paid, and I am supposing the payment was made through the bank. Interim dividend debit because it is debit when we pay like an expense, outflow of benefit from the business, from the company, and outflow of benefit will be debited. The interim dividend will be debited. Now move to the second journal entry or second transaction or second adjustment. On 1st October, an issue of 500,000 ordinary shares was made at 2.40 per share to raise the money to purchase an additional factory. This is a public issue, so I am going to record this transaction. Business by issuance of shares, share capital will be credited and business receive amount in the bank bank will be debited, and I'm going to debit the bank 500,000 multiplied by 2.40, which is the price of per share, multiplied by total number of shares to get the total amount received by the business. यानी जो अमाउंट बिजनेस ने रिसीव किया उसको कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हम प्राइस को नंबर ऑफ शेयर से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. आंसर इज इक्वल टू 1200,000, यानी 1.2 million will be debited to the bank because received by the business or company, and ordinary share will be credited by the par value. Ordinary share will be always recorded at the par value. Ordinary shares will be recorded at the par value, and ordinary shares will be credited at the par value. 500,000 was the ordinary shares are issued, and the par value is $2, which is defined in the question, where the shares total amount was stated in the balances. The par value is defined with the within the statement of within the statement. Ordinary shares 500,000 new issue, and 2 is the par value. So ordinary share will be recorded at the par. It will equal to, after multiplying the 2 into 500,000, the answer will be equal to 1,000,000. So ordinary share will be credited by 1,000,000. The extra amount received will be recorded as a share premium, because the difference in the par value and the total value of the share is the share premium. यानी टोटल वैल्यू जिस पे आपने शेयर्स को इशू किया उसमें से अगर हम पार वैल्यू शेयर्स की माइनस कर दें तो जो डिफरेंस होगा उसे हम शेयर प्रीमियम में रिकॉर्ड करेंगे. और ये लॉ है कि शेयर्स, ऑर्डिनरी शेयर्स हो, प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स हो, शेयर्स आर ऑलवेज रिकॉर्डेड एट पार. उन्हें उनकी पार वैल्यू पे रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, और इनकी जो पार वैल्यू होती है, जहां ऑर्डिनरी शेयर्स स्टेटेड होते हैं, जहां ऑर्डिनरी शेयर्स का बैलेंस स्टेटेड होता है, वहीं इनकी पार वैल्यू भी साथ ही स्टेट की हुई होती है. लाइक जैसे मैंने क्वेश्चन में रीड किया था, सबसे टॉप पे शेयर कैपिटल लिखा हुआ था और वहीं लिखा हुआ था $2, और उसी को यूज करके हमने प्रीवियस स्टेज में, यानी जो प्रीवियस एंट्री किया उसमें हमने नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स कैलकुलेट किए हैं 1 million. तो ऑर्डिनरी शेयर्स विल बी क्रेडिटेड एट पार. 500,000 into 2 is the total value, yani shares are going to record at the par, and which is equal to 1 million, and the difference 1200 and 1 million difference is the 200, and which is equal to share premium. इस तरह नहीं निकालना तो आप ऐसे कर सकते हैं कि 2 is the par value, 2.4 is the issued price, and 2 is the par value, so remaining 0.4 is the share premium. So multiply the 0.4 into 500,000, तो शेयर प्रीमियम की आपके पास वैल्यू आ जाएगी. नेक्स्ट, राइट्स इशू. ऑन 1st November there was rights issue of 2 shares for every 5 currently held at 2.25, and यहाँ पे भी अगर आप देखें, if you want to check this price, 2 is the par value and 0.25 is the share premium. यानी any value above the par value will be recorded as a share premium. The rights issue was necessary to fund the unexpected cost of, this is the usage or purpose of issuance of rights, these shares. But I am going to record the entries of the rights issue only. I have no concern about this purpose. It is just a matter of explanation. So for there are 2 shares new issue of rights issue of 2 shares for every 5 currently held. So we need to calculate the number of shares first. ठीक है, फर्स्ट हम नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे, तो देन वी विल डिसाइड हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स इशूड एज अ राइट्स इशू. तो हमें सबसे पहले शेयर नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स कैलकुलेट करने हैं. फर्स्ट वी विल कैलकुलेट द नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स. ओपनिंग बैलेंस ऑफ नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स वाज 1 million, and before this transaction only 500,000 of new issuance of new shares are issued. Opening balance 1 million, which is which we have calculated in at the dividend recording entry. Yeah, in the dividend recording entry, 1 million are the opening balance of shares, and new issue before this transaction इज 500,000। और यहाँ मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन कर दूं कि जब भी राइट्स इशू हो या बोनस इशू हो तो उस डेट से पहले जितने भी शेयर्स इशू हो गए हैं वो आपने प्रीवियस नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स में ऐड करके टोटल नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स कैलकुलेट कर लेने हैं। देन फर्स्ट यू कैलकुलेट द टोटल नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स बिफोर द इशुएंस ऑफ राइट्स इशू और बोनस इशू, and then you will decide the rights issue or bonus issue shares. So total number of shares are 1.5 million या 1500,000। तो ये टोटल नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स हो गया। मैं फिर बता रहा हूँ, आई एम गोइंग टू रिपीट, बिफोर रिकॉर्डिंग द और बिफोर कैलकुलेटिंग द नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स एज अ राइट्स इशू और बोनस इशू, you have to calculate the total number of shares before that date। यानी उस डेट से पहले जितने भी शेयर्स इशू हो गए हैं उन सबको ऐड कर लें, ठीक है, तो वो टोटल नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स आ जाएंगे और फिर यू विल रिकॉर्ड द राइट्स इशू एंड बोनस इशू। अभी आप राइट्स इशू पे हैं, अभी यू चेक द राइट्स इशू कैलकुलेशंस, और जब बोनस इशू पे जाएंगे तो वहां पे आपको बोनस इशू का भी आइडिया हो जाएगा। So 1 million plus 500, 1500,000 are the total number of shares. Now I am going to decide how many shares will be issued as a rights issue. So 2 shares for every 5 held. So I will divide the total number of shares by the 5 and then multiply with the 2, because as a statement two new shares are issued for every 5 held. So हम number of shares को 5 से जो ये मीन्स इसके कहने का ये है कि जिनके पास 5 शेयर्स हैं उनको 2 और राइट्स इशू मिलेंगे। तो हम टोटल शेयर्स को नंबर ऑफ यानी जितने एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर्स चाहिए उनसे हम डिवाइड कर देंगे। 100,000 डिवाइडेड बाय 5, एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर्स को हमने डिवाइड कर दिया 5 से, और मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2, यानी फॉर एवरी 5 शेयर्स दे विल गेट द 2 राइट्स इशू। तो हम डिवाइडेड बाय 5 करेंगे और मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2 करेंगे। और अगर यहाँ पे वो स्टेट करता कि 3 शेयर्स फॉर एवरी 10 करंटली हेल्ड, तो हम 10 से डिवाइड कर देते और 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देते। तो 1.5 मिलियन यहाँ उसने स्टेट किया इन दिस क्वेश्चन या इन दिस सेंटेंस ही स्टेटेड 2 शेयर्स फॉर एवरी 5 हेल्ड। सो आई एम गोइंग टू डिवाइड बाय द 5, क्योंकि एग्जिस्टिंग जो क्वांटिटी है उससे हम डिवाइड करेंगे और मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे जो न्यू इशू है। तो दिस विल गिव यू 600,000 राइट्स इशू। यानी ऑलरेडी जो आपके पास 5 हैं वो 5 से आपने डिवाइड कर दिया और 2 से आपने मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया जो न्यू राइट्स इशू है। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू रिकॉर्ड दिस ट्रांजैक्शन। These are the shares which are issued to the existing shareholders or sold to the existing shareholders. That's why company will receive the amount in the bank. So bank will be debited 600,000 into 2.25 is the issued price. So total amount will be debited to the bank and par value will be credited to the ordinary shares. 600 into par value is the 2. 600 into 2 is 1200,000 will be credited to the ordinary shares, and the 0.25 will be credited to the share premium. 600,000 into 0.25, the value above the par value will be recorded as a share premium. 150,000 is the share premium. If you check, the total of credit amounts is equal to the total of debit amounts, and this is the journal entry, and the this entry is fulfilling the rule of double entry, means के credit और debit equal है। Now I am going to record the bonus issue. On 1st December there was a bonus issue of 4 shares for every 10 held on that date. The reserves were maintained in their most flexible form. Bonus issue are the free issue. So we will use the reserves for this purpose, and maintained in the most flexible form mean I have explained before. Okay, first we will use the share premium, then we will use the revaluation reserves, then general reserves, and then retained profit. This is the sequence for most flexible form. इसका मतलब ये होता है बेटा कि जो लेस फ्लेक्सिबल है उसको सबसे पहले यूज किया जाता है, और इनमें जब लीस्ट फ्लेक्सिबल जो रिजर्व है वो शेयर प्रीमियम है, देन रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व है, देन जनरल रिजर्व्स एंड देन रिटेन्ड अर्निंग्स। और फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी मेजर करते हैं कि उसका पर्पस ऑफ यूजेज क्या है, जो कौन सा रिजर्व है जो ज़्यादा कॉमनली यूज होता है। तो सबसे ज़्यादा कॉमनली यूज रिटेन्ड अर्निंग्स होती हैं, then general reserves and then revaluation reserves, और फिर सबसे एंड पे शेयर प्रीमियम. तो less flexible is the share premium, so we will use share premium first and then revaluation reserves and then general reserves and then retained earnings. General reserves, then retained earnings. Yes. Here we have to calculate the total number of shares first because we have to calculate the number of shares issued as a bonus issue. The opening balance was 1 million, new issue, public issue was 500 and the rights issue 600,000, which I have recorded in previous transaction. So total issue is equal to 2.1 million or 2,100,000. And now I am going to calculate the number of shares which are issued as a bonus issue. 4 for every 10 held. So I will divide the total number of shares by the 10 and multiply by the 4. 2,100,000 divided by 10 because already जिनके पास 10 shares हैं, they will get the 4 new bonus issues. So I am going to divide that 10 and multiply by the 4. यानी जिनके पास already 10 है, the existing shareholders which have 10 shares, they will get 4 new bonus issue. And this is the way to calculate the number of shares issued as a bonus issue. 2,100,000 divided by 10 multiply by 4 and this will give you the 840,000, which is the bonus issue. And I have to calculate the share premium total value before this issue because we need to use the share premium for the bonus issue. Bonus issue free issue है and we have to use our reserves to compensate the value or to fulfill the value of bonus issue क्योंकि by law we can't issue the shares below the par value. तो उस वैल्यू को पूरा करने के लिए क्योंकि ये these shares are issued to the existing shareholders without any cash inflows or not sold to the existing shareholders, just free issue. So to compensate the value of these shares, company will use its reserves. तो reserves use करने हैं तो you have the reserves are fully updated before this issue. हमें reserves की updated value चाहिए before this issue. यानी इस issue से पहले जितनी भी transactions होगी हैं, all transactions which are previously recorded before the bonus issue, you will use those transactions to update your reserves value. अगर उनमें reserves में कोई adjustment है तो पहले आप वो सारे reserves को update कर लेंगे, then you will record the bonus issue. तो there are two new additions in the share premium because company got the share premium through the public issue and got the share premium through the rights issue. So I am going to adjust the share premium account only because there is no adjustment in the revaluation reserves or in the general reserves before these transactions or before this transaction. Share premium opening balance was 300,000, public issue share premium 200,000 and rights issue share premium is 150,000. The total share premium is 650,000. So this is the total amount of share premium. Now I am going to record the bonus issue. First I am going to credit the ordinary share capital which is equal to 840,000 into $2 is the par value. The total amount is 1680,000 as a bonus issue. मीन्स के ऑर्डनरी शेयर्स की टोटल वैल्यू जो बोनस इशू की बनी है एट पार वैल्यू, ऑर्डनरी शेयर्स विल बी रिकॉर्डेड एट पार वैल्यू, ऑलवेज रिकॉर्डेड एट पार वैल्यू. और बोनस इशू में तो हम फ्री दे रहे हैं तो इसलिए इसमें तो हम रिकॉर्ड ही पार वैल्यू पे करेंगे. एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट तो हमें मिली कोई नहीं ना, इससे एक्स्ट्रा छोड़ें, पूरी दूसरा कुछ भी नहीं मिला हमें. कंपनी इज गोइंग टू यूज इट्स ओन रिजर्व्स टू फुलफिल द वैल्यू ऑफ ऑर्डनरी शेयर्स इशूड एज अ बोनस इशू. 1680000 means 1680,000 and I am going to use the reserves in a flexible manner. First I will use the share premium account and the total amount of share premium account is the 650. So I will subtract the 1680 and subtract the 650 from the 1680 and rest will be charged to other reserves, and next reserve is the revaluation reserves. The total amount of revaluation reserves which is given 400,000, so we will use the revaluation reserves fully, and still amount is left for the bonus issue. So then I am going to use the general reserves, and the general reserves value is 100,000, and general reserves are also used fully, and then remaining amount will be charged to the retained earnings, and the remaining amount is 530,000, and this is amount will be charged to the retained earnings. And now the ordinary shares total value issued as a bonus issue is sponsored, यानी जो इसकी टोटल अमाउंट है ऑर्डिनरी शेयर्स की जो बोनस इशू की फॉर्म में बनी है वो स्पॉन्सर हो गई है. हमने शेयर प्रीमियम वी यूज्ड शेयर प्रीमियम फुली, वी यूज्ड रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व्स फुली, वी यूज्ड जनरल रिजर्व्स फुली, एंड द रिमेनिंग अमाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड टू द रिटेन्ड अर्निंग्स अकाउंट, क्योंकि जो बच गई वो अमाउंट फिर हमें रिटेन्ड अर्निंग्स अकाउंट में डालनी थी, क्योंकि सीक्वेंस यही है. सबसे पहले यू विल यूज द प्रीमियम शेयर प्रीमियम fully, and then revaluation reserves, then general reserves. If the still the amount remaining, then you will charge it to the retained earnings. कि अगर आपकी वैल्यू पूरी नहीं होती तो फिर आप जो बाकी अमाउंट है वो रिटेन्ड अर्निंग्स को डेबिट करेंगे या उसको चार्ज करेंगे. तो दिस इज द बोनस इशू एंड यूजेज ऑफ रिजर्व्स, कि हमने जो रिजर्व्स थे उनको यूज कर लिया उसी सीक्वेंस. Now I am going to show the statement of changes in equity to record that these transactions and to fulfill the requirement of the question. I am preparing the columns because in question the total column is not required, so I am not going to prepare the total column. I have 5 items of the share capital and reserve section: ordinary shares, share premium, revaluation reserves, general reserves, and retained earnings. So I made the 5 columns. First, I am going to record the opening balance or balances given at the first opening date at 1st January 2016. 2 million is the value of ordinary shares, 300,000 share premium, 400,000 revaluation reserves, and general reserves are 100,000, and retained earnings for 1.5 million or 1,500,000. Then I am going to record the transaction according to the provided sequence or according to the provided date. Interim dividend was paid. I have calculated 200,000 0.2 per share, and total number of share was the 1 million, and 1 million into 0.2 is the 200,000. This is the interim dividend, and then I am going to record the public shares issue, which is 1 million total amount, because 500 shares are issued to the public at 2.40 is the price. So shares are always recorded at the par value. So par value is the $2. So 500,000 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 1 million, and ordinary shares increased by 1 million because issued, and the extra 0.4 which is the share premium, and the total amount of share premium is 200,000. I have calculated this amount previously. अगर नहीं भी आपको समझ आई तो अब दोबारा बता देता हूँ. 0.4 is the share premium per share, and the total number of shares issued was 500,000. So 0.4 into 500 is equal to 200,000. Then we will record the rights issue. Rights issue was the number of shares was 600, and the par value $2. 600 into 2, 1200. This amount will be added to the ordinary shares क्योंकि issue हुए हैं, ordinary shares increase हो गया, and 150,000 is the share premium because rights issue were made at 2.20 or 2.25. So 0.25 is the share premium. So multiplying 0.25 into 600,000, which is the number of shares issued as a rights issue, तो उनको multiply किया तो 150 आ गया आपके पास. 150 आपका share premium हो गया. Now I am going to record the bonus issue. 1680 because we have calculated the bonus issue value. 840,000 shares are issued as a bonus, and we will record at a par value. So 840,000 into 2 is equal to 1680, and we will use the reserves. तो रिजर्व्स हमने सबसे पहले we will completely exhaust the share premium account, then the valuation reserves, and then general reserves, and the rest of amount will be charged to the retained earnings. और यहाँ मैं आपको एक चीज़ समझाऊं कि जनरल एंट्रीज में तो स्लाइट कन्फ्यूजन हो सकता है, ठीक है, कि हम कैसे रिजर्व्स को यूज़ करेंगे, बट यहाँ पे जब आप स्टेटमेंट ऑफ चेंजेस इन इक्विटी में व्हेन एवर यू आर गोइंग टू प्रिपेयर द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ चेंजेस इन इक्विटी, आपको बोनस इशू का कॉन्सेप्ट फुली क्लियर हो जाएगा कि हमने उसे पार वैल्यू पे रिकॉर्ड किया और उसकी वैल्यू को, क्योंकि वी डिड नॉट रिसीव एनी कैश, तो हमें अपने रिजर्व्स को यूज़ करना है फ्लेक्सिबल मैनर में। तो हमारे पास उससे पहले जितने रिजर्व्स की वैल्यू बन चुकी है हम उनको एग्जॉस्ट कर देंगे। शेयर प्रीमियम को हमने सबसे पहले चार्ज किया 650, टोटल शेयर प्रीमियम था हमारे पास, तो हमने 650 पूरे का पूरा वहाँ से ले लिया, एंड देन रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व से 400 ले लिया, फिर जनरल रिजर्व से। बट हमारी अमाउंट पूरी नहीं हुई, तो हमारी जो बाकी अमाउंट रह गई वो हमने रिटेन्ड अर्निंग से रिकवर की है, ताकि वो बोनस इशू की टोटल वैल्यू पूरी हो सके, उसको स्पॉन्सर किया जा सके। ये स्पॉन्सरशिप है कि आपने बोनस इशू, यू आर गोइंग टू स्पॉन्सर और यू आर गोइंग टू compensate the value of bonus issue because you did not receive any cash from the shareholders. Profit for the year, I have explained in the question. 520,000 is the operating profit or profit from operations, and 64,000 are the finance cost, and 93,000 are the tax liabilities. 64,000 finance cost, 93,000 are the tax liability. So for the calculation of profit for the year, we will subtract these two values from the profit from operations, and we will get the 363,000, which is this amount represents the profit for the year and will be added to the retained earnings. After that, we will record the transfer to general reserves, which is equal to 47,000, and this amount will be subtracted from the retained earnings and added to the general reserves. And again, I am explaining, proposed dividend will not be recorded in financial statements or in statement of changes in equity. ऑर्डिनरी शेयर होल्डर्स का जो प्रपोज डिविडेंड होता है वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं होता, वो जस्ट एक इन्फॉर्मेशन है, वो हमें बता दी उसने, इसीलिए मैंने प्रपोज डिविडेंड, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू रिकॉर्ड द प्रपोज डिविडेंड, एंड नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट द टोटल्स ऑफ ईच कॉलम बिकॉज ऑल ट्रांजेक्शंस आर रिकॉर्डेड नाउ. So these are the totals of these columns. On share premium is fully exhausted, revaluation reserves are fully exhausted. Only ordinary shares total is 5.88 million, and general reserves are 47,000, and 1.086 million is the retained earnings, or 1,086,000 is the retained earnings. These are the amounts, closing amounts at the end of year amounts of the statement of changes in equity items. That's it. This is the complete solution of this question. Subscribe my channel. If you need further query related to this topic, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number or on my Instagram ID, on my Facebook page. And if you need further questions for the practice, you will go to my website www.atpworld.net. I hope you got the explanation of this question. And this is the complete question. In this question, I have recorded the bonus issue, rights issue, and public issue, and also show the adjustments to the different reserves sections. And at the end, I am again telling you, I did the journal entries for explanation purpose, because in question there is no requirement of journal entries, because there may be some other questions which have the requirement of journal entries. That's why I'm using this question to record the complete transactions, any kind of fulfill the requirement of any kind of requirement which may asked by the examiner. कि जितनी भी टाइप की वो रिक्वायरमेंट आपसे कर सकता है, मीन्स या तो वो आपसे एग्जामिनर मे आस्क द जर्नल एंट्रीज, आई डिड दीज जर्नल एंट्रीज ऑन दीज ट्रांजैक्शंस, एंड सेम वे you will use the same pattern, same style, same way to record the journal entries. And examiner may ask to prepare the statement of changes in equity as asked in this question. I did the statement of changes in equity by using the provided informations. I will come with the next lecture soon with the next topic, inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz.